The 1976 Tehran UFO incident stands as one of the most remarkable and thoroughly documented Air Force encounters with unidentified flying objects. September 19, 1976. The night sky over Tehran was calm and ordinary. At Mehrabad Airport, the air traffic controllers were on their usual night shift.
Around
11:30 p.m., the routine was broken.
Breaking action is
4 separate calls came in from citizens in the northeast of the city, each describing strange, unexplained objects in the sky. Some witnesses described a shiny, bird-like star shape, while others reported objects glowing with intense blue, red, orange, and yellow lights. Yet, there were no helicopters, no airplanes in the air at the time. Only the unknown. From the control tower, the first sign of something unusual appeared, a star-like object, bigger and brighter than anything in the night sky. The decision was immediate. An F-4 fighter jet from Cherokee Air Base in city of Hamadan was scrambled to investigate. By midnight on September 19th, the F-4 was airborne, closing in on a point about 40 nautical miles north of Tehran.
من الان شرق شاهرخی هستم دارم به طرف تهران میام.
خب با شب بخیر. موقعیت شما؟
شب بخیر. شنیدم 30,000 پایی هستم.
اوکی. این شی که الان البته خیلی پایین بود و اوج گرفت و ما مدام
The object's brilliance made it visible even from 70 miles away.
30,000 پا باشه و میشه داره اوج میگیره و میشه گفت تقریبا
شنیدم. گفتید شمال شرق تهران بله.
But as the jet approached, something incredible happened.
رنگ قرمز، سبز و یک دفعه نور شدیدی ازش ساطع میشد.
At just 25 miles out, all instruments and communications failed: radar, UHF, intercom.
این گزارش رو تایید کردن.
من فکر می‌کنم این هرچی هست در یک حالت اضطراریه که داره به طرف تهران بارش می‌کنه. ولی با اینکه سرعت صوت داره بهش نمی‌رسه.
The jet was forced to break off and return.
روی 110 درجه تمام چراغاش خاموش شد. دوباره روشن شد.
باید همونطور باشه. حدوداً باید 110 درجه باشه. درست.
شما بارادار دارید. تمام دستگاهی نامبرمون از کار افتاده.
Minutes later, a second F-4 took off. This time, the backseater acquired radar lock at 27 miles. The unidentified object hovered, then moved, keeping a distance of 25 miles. Its radar signature was comparable to a 707 tanker. Visually, it was nearly impossible to gauge. Blinding brilliance, flashing strobe lights in blue, green, red, and orange, alternating so fast that all colors were visible at once. As the F-4 pursued, another object emerged, half to a third the apparent size of the moon, shooting straight toward the jet at incredible speed. The pilot fired an AIM-9 missile, but at that moment, the weapons system failed. Communications went dark. In a desperate maneuver, The pilot executed a negative G dive, trying to escape.
وقتی هواپیما بهش نزدیک میشه آژیر خطر میکشه. با رادار تماس داری که بهت اطلاعات لازم رو بده.
The smaller object fell and trailed, maintaining a distance of 3 to 4 nautical miles, then executed a perfect rejoin with the primary object. Moments later, a third object dropped from the main craft toward the Earth at a terrifying speed. The jet crew, communications restored, braced for impact. But the object landed gently, illuminating an area of 2 to 3 kilometers with an eerie, unearthly light. The pilot circled, observing from 15,000 feet, marking the location, struggling to adjust to night visibility for landing. One civil airliner approaching Mehrabad Airport simultaneously experienced communications failure. On long final approach, the F-4 crew spotted another object, cylinder-shaped, the size of a T-bird, lights blazing at each end, a central flasher. Tower radar had no record, no known traffic in the area. The pilot directed the tower to look between the mountains and the refinery, and there it was, visible to them for the first time. By day, the F-4 crew returned by helicopter to the site. Nothing unusual was visible at the presumed landing spot, a dry lake bed. Yet, a strong signal, like a persistent beeper, led them west, to a small house with a garden. The residents spoke of a loud noise and an intense, lightning-like light the night before. Authorities began investigating the area and the jet itself, checking for radiation, but the object and the full story of that night remain a mystery. The 1976 Tehran UFO incident stands as one of the most remarkable and thoroughly documented encounters between man and the unknown. Fighter jets, radar locks, electronic failures, and mysterious lights, questions remain unanswered, and the skies over Tehran that night remain forever etched in the annals of the unexplained.
Iranian 774 Roger, active runway is 29 left, surface runway is